Hello and welcome to the excerpt. I'm Dana Taylor. New beverage has been showing up in bars and on store shelves. The cannabis drink, a hemp derived drink that contains CBD and oftentimes THC as well. They're marketed as providing a buzz without the downside of a hangover. But are there drawbacks? And could these drinks ever replace alcohol? We're now joined by Stacy Gruber, director of the Marijuana Investigations for Neuroscientific Discovery Program and Associate Professor of Psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, to answer these and other questions about this new trend. Thanks for joining me, Stacy.
Thanks so much for having me.
First, before we compare CBD and THC, how do hemp-derived cannabis drinks affect people, and what are some of the adverse effects?
People are generally looking for something to, quote, take the edge off or to be sort of more relaxed in social settings, and these products are incredibly popular, as you know. Hemp-derived products versus cannabis-derived products aren't all that different other than, the sort of plants that create the products themselves and their legal status. That's really the big difference. Each of these products can contain variable amounts of THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, the main intoxicating constituent from the plant, or CBD, cannabidiol, a primary but not the only non-intoxicating constituent. Some people, unbeknownst to them, are very sensitive to THC, and a little bit can have an unfortunate impact. Some people aren't necessarily mindful of how much is contained in a specific product, and they might have the whole thing, not realizing that they're ingesting an awful lot of THC because it does take some time to get an effect. So there are things to be mindful of when using these products, for sure.
Can you explain the other differences between CBD and THC? Do both of these compounds produce a high?
It's a great question. I often think of these compounds. The plant is remarkably complex and has hundreds of compounds. THC and CBD are but two of them. THC is the primary intoxicating constituent of the plant, and it's what our recreational folks are generally looking for in products when they're looking to get high or feel altered or, again, just sort of change their current state of being. And that's great. No judgment here. That's terrific. Cannabidiol, or CBD, is not intoxicating. That is, it does not produce a high. Very often it's touted for its potential therapeutic benefits. And so these things are both from the plant, but both have very, very different effects. And that's important to keep in mind, again, when you're considering, quote, what's in your weed or what's in the product you're about to use.
I want to circle back to this and the newness of it. Both CBD and THC have already made their way into edibles. Why do you think this trend with cannabis beverages is now catching on? And do you have a sense of how widespread it is?
So I think that cannabis beverages are becoming increasingly popular because, from a social perspective, people are looking to enjoy themselves and to